Hey y'all, my name is Allie. Welcome to my channel. I'm super duper excited about today's video. If you're new here, then I make a lot of videos about planning and journaling and art. I've been contemplating a bunch of things recently, just kind of like lost in my thoughts and wondering what I should share. One of those things is minimalism. My minimalism journey, I got a lot of good feedback on that, so I'm thinking about making it more like a podcast, just like a little season of it, so that it would have a start and an end, and see how that goes, if it's received well, and then maybe I can continue on with different contemplations. Today, I'm very excited to have more of a planning related video about my brain binder, my reference binder. I did share my Moterm unboxing recently. I shared that I got a Filofax. I'm back into rings. When I say back into rings, I'm using it in addition to my common planner. It's been working super well for me, and so that's what I wanted to share with you today. Before I go to the table, I just kind of wanted to start out face to face, kind of sharing with you what I've really been enjoying about the rings. I did switch from the Filofax to the Moterm. I really love the Filofax still. I'm not gonna get rid of it, but I do like the leather of the Moterm, and I like all the pockets that it has. So I did go from the Filofax to a Moterm. Those are the only ring planners that I have. I don't intend on getting any more. Actually, I've been really, like I said, the minimalism thing has really been something that I'm trying to discipline myself in. So while it's tempting to go look at VDS or something else, or even Eternal Leather Goods, I've decided to just stick with the Moterm, let it patina, and it's good enough for me. I've been in this, oops, there goes Ron. Hold on, where'd he go? Ron, oh there he is, haha, got you. I've been in my reference binder, which I have become really more acquainted to calling it my brain binder, because it's become like a little second brain for me. But I've been in it for about 6 weeks, and while I have this tendency to want everything to be perfect for you before I show you, I was like, you know what? I feel settled in enough where I'm actually using it, it's functioning for me, to be able to show you what I'm doing now. And if there's any like evolution to it later, I can like redo that and present another video for you. But for now, I'm really enjoying how I have it set up. And I know a lot of y'all are really excited to see it, so I just wanted to go ahead and bring it to you. The biggest thing that I've enjoyed about having the rings again, and that I really didn't get to experience because I got rid of the rings so quickly before, like years and years ago, was the flexibility of it. If an insert is not working for you, if a printable is not working for you, you can just take it out and then use it as scratch paper for your groceries or something. I never throw away. I like to recycle as much as possible and reuse and reduce. But basically, you can just print out something else, or you can take it out, you can move things around, you can change it and customize it to what you need really easily because it's rings. The reason why I got rid of the previous rings that I had, the previous Filofax, was because I didn't want to have to archive the loose papers that were my calendar. I use my calendar even a little bit like a memory keeper type of a thing, and so that was super frustrating for me to bundle all those loose papers together. So anything that goes in this binder, like when it's not used anymore, I'm throwing it away. I'm not keeping it. Everything that's in my common planner, that's great. That's more of the memory stuff. This is strictly reference and things that I'm okay with throwing away after I'm done using them. I think what has been the most helpful, so I got the thing that I most enjoyed, but what has been the most helpful for me having this is being able to write down all the dates for different things. Now you might ask, Allie, can't you write down those dates in your common planner? I could, but there really isn't a ton of room. I'm talking about when you change the air filter, when you get your car oil changed, when I've clipped my cat's nails, who I don't do it all on the same day because it's just too stressful for all of us, when I groomed my dog, when I got chicken feed, like all of those things, I wasn't even taking any account of any of those dates or when they were happening or the cost of them at all, and I needed to. Like, you really, for me, I really enjoy being a good steward of my home and being a responsible pet owner, being a responsible homeowner, taking care and getting the maintenance done on my car. And so like, it would almost be like it'd be an emergency and then I would do it. But I have found that since I've had this, even just like the simple thing like the air filter and the air conditioning, like we're on top of it now. now. It's not like, oh my gosh, it's so clogged, we need a new one. It's like, oh, it's time to check the air conditioner filter. That's in my home maintenance section and I know to do it. I know when to clip Dietrich's nails. I know when to groom the dog. I know when they need their shots. Like all of it is in here. All the dates and the important information, I can reference it here. And that's just a little bit too much information to be putting in my common planner. So that's the thing that's been the most helpful in having this brain binder, reference binder, is being able to document all of the dates for all of the things that I manage in my home, my life, my business. In fact, even with YouTube videos, if you'll notice, I've been like, and coming up next and coming up, because I've been keeping track of what I want to film, what I want to do next, like what's on next week's episode or whatever. Being able to outline my videos. Before, I would just turn on the camera and be like, pray that it goes well, but I'm actually outlining what goes in my videos now, so it's a little more organized. I still love having that spontaneity and being able to just like be friends here over the internet, but like it has been really nice to have somewhat of a direction of where I want to go in my videos, so I don't like lose important information for y'all, so that I make sure I link things that are important. It just feels so much more peaceful in my head doing these videos with somewhat of an outline. So that's, again, the most helpful thing is just being able to put the information here without taking the space up in my common planner. With all that said, I want to show you what I have going on in my little rings binder here. Very excited to share. It's not complete, but I always think that everything is a work in progress and progress is over perfection. I just gave that printable away in my last newsletter. It was a piece of art. Maybe I might make it a printable for my shop too. I'm not sure, but basically, I just want to share it with you and what's been working and what I'm finding that I need to change, and maybe you'll find some ideas too. So let's go to the table. Okay, this is the part where I do just kind of wing it, and I did not get ready. I had a really beautiful time arting with Jesus. Oh, it's my favorite. On Monday, I had like a long time. My husband was like, you need to paint. You need to just do whatever it is that you do to get inspired and create. I'm so grateful for a supportive husband who makes me lie down in green pastures. Quiets my soul. Points me to the great shepherd. Anyway, so I was doing some studies, some abstract studies, and those are fun. Here we are. This is my Moterm. I'm gonna get over my insecurity of like, oh, it's not perfect, and just show you what I'm doing that's working, because it is functioning well for me. And go through a flip. This is my flip. I actually get to do a planner flip. Isn't that fun? Okay, I have had people ask me about this. Sorry, I need caffeine, y'all. I've had people ask me about this. This is an art piece that I did, and then I just put a bite in the vine. I am thinking about making this a printable. I think if I were to do printables, like I said, I would do just 3 sizes. I would do the personal, the pocket, and A5. Yeah, I think that's what I would do, and see how it goes. In the front of this, I just have this precious card. I don't know if y'all know Catherine Brown, but this is like a vintagey type. It's from 1982 is when she did this. That's when I was born. And this is called Jesus is in the Lamb, and I have the print of this in my living room, and then she's got these little prayer card things, and so that came with my order, and I just love having this to remind me that I am the precious lamb. This is just some paper, like scratch paper. So like I said, I don't like throwing away good paper that you can use, so I put it in there. And then there's nothing in the pocket right now. What happens is on Tuesdays when I do my weekly grocery trip, I put my debit card back here, and then I take this thing with the pen to the grocery store. I buy my groceries, I pay for my stuff, and I put the receipt back here. That's pretty much the only thing that I use that pocket for. What are you doing, Dieters? What are you doing? When I go open like this, and it's not super chunky, just to say, it's not super duper chunky. I don't like too chunky of a notebook, but that's about what it is right now, just so you can see that. But so basically I open it up and I have this really beautiful printable from Hey Planner Girl. It's just the cover for the yearly calendar with all the months on it, and I got that. I just thought it was really pretty, so I bought that and keep it in the front. We're done with August though. I guess I should probably mark that out. I am a very visual person, and so it just really helps me. It'll be like, oh my gosh, we're almost done with the year. That's crazy. So that's helpful for me to just kind of see where we're at. So I have that. And then this is from, I believe, Puffin Pages. I'm not sure if this is a freebie or not. I will list down below in the description all of the printables in the order that I share them. So I think this was a freebie. I'm not sure, but basically I just printed this out because one of the things that I want to be better at is remembering birthdays. And so I needed something that I could continue to add birthdays to. Again, in the common planner, like I have birthdays from 5 years ago. Hey, honey. 5 years ago, 4 years ago. So I just needed a common place, like a place that I don't have to like keep rewriting them over and over again. So that's why this was a really important thing to me. I want to be that person that remembers people's birthdays. These are birthdays of people of my family and people that I love. And so I have these little stickers that I made, little dot stickers, and I just stick dot stickers on the dates where birthday's coming up. So like this month we have my mom-in-love. It's her birthday on the 22nd. And I'm sure there's more, but I just have to keep adding them. So birthdays are really important to me. This is a printable from Plan with B, and it's the holidays for 2023. So I wanted that in there. And it has a really cool option to print this floral on the back. I love it when people do that. And then you get to these plastic tabs. Now, I thought about going ahead and making like a label for the plastic tabs, but I'm pretty good about just knowing that this is dreams and goals, this is faith, this is my home management, this is my well-being, or this creative business maybe. No, wellness, creative business, and then this is like basically my brain, like info stuff and brain. So I kind of memorized this. I can see where, hey buddy, you want to come up? You can sit there. I can see where it would be helpful for people who switch this up all the time to have labels. Like I don't need that. I know I'm a pretty settled person. When I have, decided on something, usually I pretty much keep it there. But yeah, that's kind of what I do. Here, look out the window. Go over there. Go, 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 go. Good boy. Otherwise, he'll keep crying and crying and crying. So this first section, I just kind of used Canva to make the vellum that goes in front of the art that I did on my iPad. And so the first section is dreams and goals. And I really liked this numero thing. I saw it on another deal and I was like, oh, I really want one. And I had to do it like completely from scratch. Every single one of these things is like an element because they didn't have one like available. Stop it, Dietrich. So anyway, that's just vellum. And for every single section, I have a piece of vellum that shows, what it is in front of the art piece. So I've got dreams and goals. And then this is the art that I did on my iPad. And that's, again, I'm trying to figure out like, okay, can I make this a printable for people? We'll see. I'm trying to get into that. And on the back of these, I actually put like a catalog of what the sections are. So on this section, I have inspiration, lists, gathering, smart, vision board. And honestly, I could probably redo this because it's kind of becoming something else. I just haven't done it yet. But I did make a little vision board here. This took me forever to figure out. I did it on Canva. And it took me forever to figure out like where the folds would need to be. Why is my thing not focusing? Okay, we have a visitor. Anyway, it took me forever to figure out where the folds would be, like several attempts. But basically, just some little things that are helpful to me, like the progress over perfection, something that I've been really chewing on. Slow to see. That's always been a huge quote of mine forever and ever. I love this quote from Tozer: whatever keeps me from my Bible is my enemy. The travel, this smudged a little bit. I was super sad about that. And then this is the fruit of the Spirit. This is what I aspire to have in my life: is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. So like those are important to me. I want to be able to display those fruits in my life. And so, my sons are extremely important to me. Just stuff that makes me happy. Like my husband, this picture I took. The only pictures I did not take on here are this van picture and this It Is Well With My Soul. The van picture is because I have a dream to like convert a van eventually, like when the boys get out on their own, for David and I to be able to just go do van life for like a weekend or something. And so that's like this dream in my heart that I don't see as a reality anytime soon, but it's a dream and I want to like, you know, work towards that. And then of course here's Miss Wesley helping me with my Bible study, eating better food, keep my art important, just keep making a home. This was a new little vignette I made in my home, moving my body. That's what my vision board is. And I wish I had the endurance to do a backside to it, but I didn't. I just kind of left it like that. And then this I'm still working through because I'm trying to be extremely thoughtful. But this is called the Goal Maker, and it's volume 2. It's by PaperTess Designs, and I really like her printables. But basically, it is so well organized, and it's really, if you have a problem, where like me, I had a problem like kind of breaking down my goals. This is a really great workbook. I would call it like a workbook to workshop your goals. She has encouragement of what to do, how to do it. She's got question and answers. So I filled that out. And then right now I'm at this, the best self. And I'm giving myself permission to take time with this. Like, I know it's not done. It's been 6 weeks and it's not done. But again, progress over perfection. Like, I am progressing towards having goals that are very important to me. So I don't know. I just really am grateful for this little workbook that you can put in your rings planner. If this was in another planner that's bound, then I'd have to start all over again, but it's rings, so I can keep it in here. I don't know. I just think it's brilliant. This is a dream that I had. This is a quote, which really should, I don't know, I think this has to do with goals, but really should be back here. All my quotes I'm trying to keep back in my brain food. But this one, I guess, had more to do with my goals. So I just printed out a piece of note paper. This piece of note paper is from HarooPlans. This one's from PaperTess, and I messed up, see right there. And then this section right here is faith. I wasn't sure exactly how this was going to develop. I had an idea. This is the art that I did for it. Oh my gosh, this lady just inspires me so much. I just think she's so beautiful. I have here gratitude, prayer requests, scripture memory, prayer set schedule, essay tab projects. When I printed this out, it kind of leaked over on here a little bit. You can't really tell, but yeah, I really love this. And it's Proverbs 23:18. Surely there is a future and your hope will not be cut off. That's another scripture verse from the book, Unclutter Your Soul. But here's the Nicene Creed. I really am making an effort to try to memorize the Nicene Creed in particular. I know the Apostolic Creed, but the Nicene, I just love the way they put language to it. Like, for instance, I believe in one Lord Jesus Christ, the only begotten Son of God, born of the Father before ages, God from God, light from light. Like, that right there is like, oh my gosh, it's so cool. If you haven't read the Nicene Creed, look it up. It's beautiful. I'm going to flip over here. And what is on the other side of this page? Oh, let me just say, this was the vellum that I made. This is just a piece of Tomoe rubber paper that I printed using Canva. This right here that I'm not going to show the other side of it, but this is from HarooPlans as well. And I really liked this format because these are prayer requests. When I say I'm going to pray for you, I actually pray for you. I pray for you right then and there, first off. And then I have a time where I go through my list and I pray for my friends and my family. So if I've told you this on Instagram, if you've reached out to me or whatever, like, your name goes in my book. The reason is because otherwise I will forget. And that's not because I don't love people. It's because I have a lot going on. So again, this is referencing the prayers. Now, what happens when a prayer request is met is I'll put a little highlight on it. If I have a whole sheet of prayer requests that's been met, I'm going to toss it. I don't need it anymore. This is literally just referencing for me, like, who I need to pray for. So that's what I use this insert for, and I will link it. Again, HarooPlans. I love it because it's got these little check boxes and they're just little spots where you can put your friends and stuff. This page is also from HarooPlans. It's the dotted notes. She has like a note where it's like grid, dot grid, or lines. And so I just did the dot grid, the bigger one. And I just put some verses that I'm like really meditating on. I'm not really memorizing these verses, but they have really impacted me and become alive for me. And so I want to just keep them at the forefront. So I keep them right here. This is just something from the book, Unclutter Your Soul that I was like, oh gosh, I need that for my binder. So I typed it up on my typewriter, and it just like to me from God. And then I recently, yesterday, I got like some major deliverance, and I got like a letter from Jesus and everything. And so I'm going to type that up, and that will go in here as well. I'm actually going to make a couple copies, one for my Bible, one for in here, so that I can like have it all the time. And then this is a project for the church that my husband and I pastor. But basically we had this huge project of like revamping like some of the walls. Like I painted the walls, and we had some new things to go on the walls. And so this is what we've done so far. I need to do the flame logo, our logo for our ministry on the wall, which will be super fun. So anyway, yeah, that's a little project planner. And this project planner, which I really like, came from Planner Room. So that's cool. Now this is like really like between the faith, the home management, and the creative business. Those are my main tabs that I'm in most of the time. But the home management one, like I said, is the one that's like probably been the most helpful in managing my home. I have this tab right here, so it's home management. And Dietrich, you're just so cute. You're just the cutest little kitty ever. This is the art that I did for that. And then on this one, in that kit that I was sharing with you in the front with this, she has basically the months. So on this section, I actually put the month that I'm in just to help me if I need a quick reference to, don't have my common planner with me or whatever, I can reference it really quick. This is again from Hey Planner Girl. And for this section, I have finance, meal planning, cleaning schedule, renovation projects, maintenance logs, pet care, garden planning. Like it's a big old chunky section of my rings. So here I ended up actually switching from, I think I threw it away. I think what I had on this one was like the year on one page, this year at a glance, which I believe is a freebie. I had it over here for my home maintenance section, and it was not enough space for dates because I'm keeping track of so many things. Dietrich's nails getting clipped. We don't do all the cats on the same day. The reason is Dietrich's like an angel. Like he'll let me just like, he does not care if I mess with his feet at all. Count Zinzendorf, I mean, it is hair, hissing, stress. Like we're all stressed if Count Zinzendorf. And he's a munchkin. So like his nails get really weird. They like go into his paws. We're able to do it, but we do not do it on the same day as like Wesley. Like I'm doing it all different days. So trying to figure, like we did Count Zinzendorf from Wesley this day, and I did Dietrich a different day because he's just angel. He's so amazing. Aren't you, Dieters? And then, checking the air filter, checking the salt and the water softener. Yeah, so mainly stuff like that. And then I would put in here, oil changes for the car and stuff like that. And I will put that stuff later as well. Like I'll show you where I have that information as well. This is kind of just like an overview, like it says, overview. This is from Puffin Pages. She doesn't have her thing here, so I have to remember she doesn't, but I just love Puffin Pages. Oh, I just love her stuff. Okay, and then task reminders. This is just like a trigger list that comes from Plan with B. Again, some pretty floral stuff on the back, but really good stuff to keep in mind. Well, you can see there's stuff written in here, but this is an undated monthly overview, and I use this insert for bills. I used to have everything in this notebook thing. It's like a Fox something, but honestly, kind of getting tiring using it. I didn't like it. I use these a little bit differently. I do my bills for my home on this to-do section, and I do any sort of subscription things for my account on this section. I have like I'm on Weight Watchers, and I have my Adobe for my Photoshop and stuff. I've got Pixie Set for my photos whenever I do clients' pictures and stuff. So I just put everything here. When I'm done with paying those bills, I just highlight it, and then I put the confirmation numbers right by the bill. Oh dear. Teacher, I need you to move your head. Okay. And then this is like a buy now, pay later insert from Puffin Pages. I don't really do it often. I really don't. I don't like being in debt, but actually I can mark that off. But I'm done now. Please don't eat my stuff. Paid the Moterm off and I paid the Amazon thing off. And yeah, I really like this one because when I do it, which isn't often, did it twice in 1 month here, then I like knowing like when that's happening. And then we have, this is a great example of when I did a insert wrong, but I didn't want to throw away the paper, so I just printed it right on the other side. Again, it's going to get recycled. For here, I'm a person that has a bit of decision fatigue. Decision fatigue is a real problem for me. I don't mind eating the same things over and over again, because that's what I was doing before. When I was eating out, I was eating Chick-fil-A, Panda Express. I was just eating the same horrible foods over and over again. So it's not the fact that I can't eat the same things repetitively. I just needed some ideas of what to do. You ready to be done? You want to get down? Come on, baby. So I decided to use, again, this HarooPlans, and I really like this baby grid, and I use it in the back for my quotes, but I used this for just dinner ideas that I know we all like and that I can use over and over again. So like the easy ones I put up here. Once a week we have family night where my boys are basically adult children. Ashton has a pretty awesome career towards his electrician. He's an apprentice and working towards his journeyman. And then Parker is working on coding school to get into some website development stuff. So anyway, they're very busy. And so we don't really eat every single night together like we used to, but we have made an intention and a discipline that on Tuesday nights we all eat dinner together. It doesn't matter, like you carve out the time, you ask for the night off. Jamie also, who's my future daughter-in-law most likely, I love her so much, she comes over as well. And if there was anybody that Parker had in his life, she would come over as well, because I value that. I really value having that closeness with family. So this is family night, and they're a little bit more like not as healthy recipes, because I know that not everyone loves my eating plan. So I have some things that we do there. My husband hunts, and so we got a great, awesome deer last year, and I have just been learning how to cook venison. It is delicious. It is so good. And so I have some different venison recipes and then different chicken recipes, and I'm having to learn how to redo like a lot of my recipes because I can't eat as much fat anymore. And so, I mean, I can, but then I'll be like eating celery sticks the rest of the day. Just learning how to cook healthier. And so I just put some recipe ideas here. And then, ouch, honey. Here, another note page from PaperTess. I really like her lined notes because of this little, I know these little things like make a difference to me, but there's these like two teeny tiny lines at the top. And then she's got, I just like the size of the line, width here. But this is my freezer inventory. Put what's in my freezer in here so I know what I have to work with. So yeah, there's that. Now this has been so helpful to me, and I kept all these. Normally I would just throw them away, but because I knew that I was making a video for y'all, I decided to keep them. This insert, it's from Plan with B, and I really, really like it. And what it is, I'll show you an empty one. Oh, here's the empty one. It's got grid for your days of the week, recipe ideas or notes, and a grocery list. And here's like a little spot you can put the date. I'm really, really enjoying this. I don't think I've ever been this organized with meal planning. I don't think ever, honestly, y'all, ever. So what I do is, again, we're very repetitive. So usually on Sundays, we have a dinner with someone in our church or small group or something like that. So that's usually we have, have dinner with Charles and Jayla, dinner with Philip and Sarah Beth, Jonathan's fellowship potluck group. This is the wrong printing, so I printed on that. Daniel and Audrey's shower. So I just have different things on Sunday. On Mondays, usually it's always chicken. On Tuesdays, it's a family night meal. On Wednesdays, it's always fish and vegetables. On Thursday, usually that's my venison day or red meat day. And then Fridays is always shrimp, and then Saturdays is always Las Palapas. Because that's what we do after church is we go to Las Palapas and we fellowship and eat chips and tacos, and we have a good time, and I love it. So I write my meal plan there. I have the notes section to use, and then I put all of my stuff that I need for my groceries here. Can you please not bite that? Thank you. And yeah, so that's what I do. And then it's really cool because I have to go on Tuesdays to do our weekly grocery trip. So I end up having to go to the next thing. So I thought about like redoing these on the side, like, you know, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I think I might try that this next week and just figure that out. But I like having this note section because we have another couple coming over from church for dinner. And because I go on Tuesday, I didn't want to buy the avocados on Tuesday and then go bad. So I have on here like a little note, like on Sunday, get the salad kit, get the avocado. I need more packing tape, stuff like that. So that I just really, really, really enjoyed this meal planning insert. And again, that is from Plan with B. Go on, honey. And then here's like a little D-stash. This is from Perfective Paper. I learned mostly about all of these people from Siobhan at Just Scribble. I love Siobhan. She's so great. But this is a D-stash printable. Basically, I just put what I want to D-stash and then how much and then where I put it. So like Mercari or Facebook or YouTube, I'm about to be destashing a ton of my notebooks here soon if I shipped it and when they got it. So that's really fun to have just like a document and kind of keep track of that. I hate selling things. It's just so much effort, but I mean, hey, I got $75 for that microchip pet feeder, which was cool. Okay, this is the cleaning tracker. Now this one is from Perfective Paper. This one is from Planner Room. And I honestly think that I enjoyed this one here, this weekly cleaning one from Planner Room, a little bit more than the cleaning tracker. And I think it was because they separated it by room. To me, that was really helpful. So I do have stuff that I do every single day. I make my bed, I sweep by the litter robot, I vacuum something, I reset the kitchen, I'm supposed to clear hotspot, I'm supposed to declutter, all those things. So I love that this weekly cleaning one from Planner Rooms got the list and that you can do it every day, because those are daily things. And then again, you can break things down by room and then it's like, okay, this week I need a mop, this week I need to whatever. The cool thing about this one is that it's a month. So like you can see what needs to be done and what hasn't been done. But I guess if I were to hang on to these a little bit, then I could see, you know, what happened. And I know like when I last watched my sheets, usually I know about when, but I think I am going to go back to these. And these are just on paper, but I will be using Tomoe River paper when I'm done with these. Yeah, but this is just on regular paper and I'm probably gonna go back to this. This is another project planner I just stuck back here. David and I are gonna be working soon on some crown molding for our house. Finally, I'm so excited. Getting some baseboards on the floorboard area. You know, we haven't had baseboards for a long time. And so I'll probably use this for that. And then this is the vehicle maintenance. Like this is from Puffin pages. So this is one of the cars. This is the other car. What we've done to keep up with them and so we can stay on top of oil changes and all that. This is the air filter for the AC unit. So actually I need to put this in. Hold on. We did the air filter on the 3rd. So I have next date C92. This, we had the coils cleaned. That was almost $1,000. That's crazy. I believe this was changing the filters. So the next day I would go to this. So we have the 3rd. I'm going to try to do it on the Sunday of first Sunday of each month. So that would be the 1st of October. Because that's usually we can get the air filter in between coming back from Gonzales, Texas, where we go to lead worship, and then the dinners that you usually do. It's a full weekend for us, y'all. This is spraying the house for pests. This is our water softener. I added 2 bags of salt on the 2nd, and I probably will check the salt. I have on here to check salt this month on the 9th, which is in a couple days. Hey, stop it. No, sir. And then we get to my pet purchases, and this was something that I really wanted to do because, did I tell y'all that these are from Puffin pages? I think I did. These are from Puffin pages. I really wanted to see when and what we were spending money on as far as like all of our pets. We have a ton of pets. We have 3 inside cats. There's an outside cat that comes and visits and I feed it whenever I see it. We have a dog. I have 4 spiders. They're little jumping spiders and they're adorable. I have 9 chickens. I have a naughty kitty. Hold on. Who's like eating my stuff. My son has a Western hognose snake. I have 4 finches. a lot of animals. I wanted to like see what in the world, like how much we were spending. And this is really for me because I think I shared this before. I need to stop acquiring a ton of animals because it's a responsibility. It just helps me. It's like, okay, the chickens are cool because they give me eggs and everything, but like I'm not getting any more cats. Like if a cat dies, I'll be super sad, but I'm not going to replace one cat with 2 more cats because that's what I did with Howard. Howard passed and I got 2 more cats. Jim died and I got 3 more birds. So anyway, I can't do that anymore. And I just put one of my own art things on the back. This is a design that we made for our doors in our living room. We need to make new doors and we were kind of creating like what we wanted to do. So I just stuck that in there. Okay. That was a very large section. Now we're on to wellness, which is, I love this one. Is like 1 word fitness, inspiration, health trackers. This, I think I got the inspiration from this from another printable, but there was just something I didn't really quite like about it. So I just decided to do it myself on Canva. So these are my morning routine and then my night routine, which I should read on here. I've been reading like every night. It's been wonderful. So that's really great. And then this is just different things that help me remember, like, you know, when I changed my toothbrush head, I got an extraction here and 2 crowns were placed. Just stuff for my health that I put down here. And then this was that little piece of paper the vellum that I printed out for that video. Do y'all remember? And then this is 8 habits to try. This was something I saw. I can't remember where I saw it, but I decided to put it on this note paper, the little tiny grid. I'll put that there. And then this is from a perfume that I bought. I thought it was really pretty. So I just poked holes in it and put it in. This section is for my creative business. I can show you some stuff in here. I hesitate to show everything. Projects, socials, filming schedules, ideas. This was my washi inventory that I was going to put in there. But again, a year at a glance, kind of like things that I'm trying to do at a glance. Videos that I have coming up. This is a daily planner. I was figuring out if I wanted to do daily planning, and this brings, which did work nicely for a day. I like the flexibility of basically blocking time, like using time blocks. That's really helpful for me. And so, yeah, I did that. And so these are from PaperTess. I like that they have the priority section up here and there's like notes, and then you can just do your time blocks and then notes. Again, I would throw this away. I'm not going to keep it. And then I could either migrate it to my common planner or not. It doesn't matter. But I printed out a couple of them just to try. And I haven't done it every day, but sometimes I do it. Now these inserts I really, really enjoy. They are from Crefective Paper, and this is a YouTube planner. This is how I've been preparing and planning for my YouTube videos. Now I have had to learn how to do this. It's been a process for me to remember, but basically I don't really fill out tons of stuff with here, but like this is kind of fun having the checklist. And then I usually put the links as I'm editing the video, my final proof of it. I will write down what links I need to add for the description. And then I will do my intro contents of the video and an outro. This is how I've been outlining the videos. So you'll see here, I have, the welcome, the contents, my planner flips. I'm here right now. And then I have like a little bit of stuff here to help with like what to tell y'all after I'm done with the planner flip. These are notes for a video I did for Wanderlust. I can't show that. So that's a project planner. So anytime I have a project, I did Wanderlust, so I can't really show it, but I accidentally didn't use the other one. I used my printer update. But like I did Wanderlust is on the other side of this. I'm a guest speaker. I'm doing worship and speaking and doing a little bit of art stuff for the gratitude retreat in Kansas for Shauna with Illustrated Faith, which is going to be so much fun. We got to connect this week and I'm just super duper excited about it. So I'll usually use something like this for a bigger project like that. And that's helpful for me to just keep everything organized. And this last section I'm calling brain food. And so this is kind of where I want my own personal book reviews, like books that I've read and that I can like write a little bit of notes of them. Some books I just want to keep forever, like the Unclutter Your Soul book. I probably will never get rid of that book. It's a great book. The 1000 Gifts. Those are just books that are just going to be in my bookshelf forever. But I'm calling this brain food. And for the catalog, library quotes, podcast notes, research notes, just a bunch of notes. Quotes are back here as well. And then I have in the back, I have passwords, but this was something I learned from a YouTube video. I was learning some stuff about helps for ADHD. So place, retrieve, return, finding a place, retrieving it from the place, but returning it to the place. This is the part I have problems with. So I made this little printable just to help remind me. And then these are just a bunch of quotes that I really have enjoyed. Tiny grid again from HarooPlans. This one I made myself. I'm putting another one because I just finished the Unclutter Your Soul. I'm reading through Hearing Love, which my husband authored, and it's really good. And then I am reading 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I'm going still through Keep the Blood Warm devotional. I have God Artist by Roma Waterman. I'm very excited to finish that one. So I have a lot of books that are on my queue, in the queue, and I want to have a little section here for books. And then I have a lot of podcast notes on my phone that I want to transcribe on paper and put back here too. And then in the very, very back, there's a place for like addresses and stuff. This is from Filofax, by the way. That's not from anybody. This is a password printable, and this is from Puffin Pages, and I printed these out, but I had so many passwords that I was having to take care of that I actually just switched to that teeny tiny grid. That's what I ended up started to do because there was just too many passwords. And this is the October. This is from Filofax. I just stuck this little card thing there. This is a page lifter, I guess they call it. This is another thing from Moterm. In the back, I just have this from, I think this is Cloth and Paper or something. I have this task card that I haven't even really used. I have Ron, who usually stays. Where's Ron at? Where did Ron go? I lost Ron again. He always escapes. I don't think he likes the bow on his head. Literally, it's like he crawled off. He walked off. This is a fun sticker, the Velociraptor. I liked that sticker, so I just kept it back here. Found him again. Usually I keep Ron back here. Usually he stays back there. I need to get the paper clip, like glue the paper clip again so that he can be out more, you know, right there. Anyway, that's Ron. And that's it. That's super long. That was a super long video. You guys, did you make it through? Did you make it through? Ah, so excited. That is my flip of my planner, my brain binder, really. I hope that was helpful for somebody. I've really been enjoying it. It's been super helpful for me. And like I have realized, it's been a little bit busier, but I'm realizing that I do need to take time to go through my sections. Cause like, for instance, like the air filter, the management of the vehicles, like those don't really work unless you visit them. I can have the insert in there and it'd be great if I use it. If I don't use it, it doesn't help me at all. That's just something I'm trying to remember for myself. And let me go to my notes to see what I'm supposed to say next. Now, usually it's not as clunky, but I actually have the notes here. But basically, I wanted to thank everyone who did purchase the washi from my little washi sale. It did close down on September 10th, but I will probably, the beginning of December, if I have any rolls left, I'll probably open it up again. So again, if you're not on the newsletter, that will be the best place for you to find out when I'm posting the washi sales again if you missed out. For the next few videos, I'm going to have an art with me floral piece that I did. That'll be more like an art with me. And then I've got that chicken coop video. And then the next video that I'm going to be filming is just basically a video on all the notebooks that I use. Probably should just be everything that I use. Like I use this, my common planner. There's a couple more notebooks that I use on the daily. Like on the daily, it's kind of my rhythm of how I do things. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me this long. It's a long video. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. I really value all of you. Thank you for just making this journey on YouTube just so enjoyable and fun. It's been such a great experience, and I just really appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for all that you do and for who you are. Until the next video, y'all have a great day. Bye. Oh, it's so dark. Don't do this. Don't you, Peter? And while I have this, what's that? What is that? Why is that there? That's strange. There's marks on my ceiling that weren't there before. Oh.